What is going on, everybody? I'm back with another video, and today it's going to be an unboxing and first impressions of the Spinnaker Hull. I have never seen this watch in person. I've watched a ton of videos on it, and I've seen a lot of pictures online, and I just absolutely love the design. So I thought I'd give it a try. I picked this up from LongIslandWatch.com. I've heard a lot about that company and the owner, and I decided to order from them for the first time ever. So it got here really quickly, within like 5 days. I was actually quite amazed. And I have two watches on the side for comparison. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's unbox this. And again, I only took it out of the main packaging. I have not seen this whatsoever, so let's see what it is. So right off the bat, really nice blue or dark blue packaging. I believe Spinnaker has something to do with racing yachts, I believe. So a little 3-point sail there. So very nice. Let's take a look at this. Oh my God, this is actually beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Give you a quick glimpse of that dial. As you can see, I opted for the metal bracelet. Whenever I buy watches, I always try to opt for a metal bracelet if possible, simply because I don't have to buy another bracelet, especially if the bracelet that comes with the watch is high quality. And to be honest, even if it wasn't high quality, at least I have the option of a bracelet to swap back on if I were to swap this out with a leather band. So I'm going to set this aside for just a half a second. Let's take a look at what else is in the box here. We got the cushion and a little bit of literature at the bottom. Looks like a nice little cleaning cloth that you get. Here's the card that you get. All right. Otherwise, that is basically it. Okay, let me go ahead and clear the table out here for a second. And so I opted for the nice blue dial. Okay, let me see if I can get all this stuff off. So this is the reference number SP-5073-22. Okay, so you can see I made quite a mess on my table here. One thing I did appreciate is the fact that they actually put these little arrows indicating which direction to pull the plastic from. So that was really nice. So let me just go in and that is just a stunning, stunning blue. I believe it is a Seiko movement. I don't have all the specs in front of me right now. All I know is that this is I believe a 42mm case size. And again, I think it's a Seiko movement, automatic. Oh, there's another piece of plastic under here. See if I can get this off. There you are. All right, so let's take a look at these links while we're at it. So it looks like solid end links and solid links. We got push pins, it looks like, for the sizing of for the bracelet. One of the few watches I still own that actually has a milled out clasp. Oops, let's get this in focus. The only other watch I have that has a milled out clasp would be my Invicta Grand Diver. Everything else I own that has a stamped out clasp, I believe. Which I think includes the Seiko Samurai here, which is a much more expensive watch than this. Looks like it's a double push clasp, double push deployant. Okay, a little bit of rattling noise, but no big deal. So, oops. Take a look at the dial. Slight dome on the crystal. Oh, beautiful. Got the signed, excuse me, signed crown, which I absolutely love. It's just these little slight touches that adds to the watch. At least for me personally. Looks like we just got looks like sword hands for the hour and minutes, And at first it was a little disconcerting to see that we have Arabic numerals for the 3 and 9. And I can understand the date window. And by the way, I've always wanted to own a watch where the date window is not at the 4 or the 3, you know. So I now have a date window that's actually more symmetrical, in my opinion, that's at the 6 o'clock. But however, I wish they used Arabic for the 12. So it is kind of interesting that they got kind of like a Rolex Explorer kind of a deal going on here. But, you know, they opted to have two indice markers for the 12. Otherwise, I mean, this is a stunning, stunning watch. It looks like there is lume on the indices and also on the hands. Date window looks like it's framed really nicely. A little bit of metal glinting there, you can see. Yeah, overall, I'm really happy with this. This is absolutely stunning. We got brush on the brush finishing on the links on the face. It looks like high polish on the sides. The casing is pretty much high polish everywhere except for the bezel. The bezel looks like it's brushed. Crown is high polished, and again, here's a shot of that signed crown, which is fantastic. Nicely knurled, not to the same extent as my Seiko Samurai, but let's see here. Oh, good, it's a screw down crown, so this is good. I like it when it's not like the pull and push crowns that this Seiko, or I'm sorry, this Invicta, not my Invicta, I'm sorry, some of my Seiko 5s are. Let's see here, first position. There goes the date, perfect. And then second position, got the time, awesome. And it is hackable, as you can see, it stops the seconds hand there. So let me just move these. Oh, it feels very smooth, this movement. So screw the crown down, and you can see the Spinnaker logo at the very top. Very classy lettering, I love that. Let's get it on my wrist. I know it's not sized up yet, but let me take my Viso date off here. Put it right here for now. And obviously, for your reference, I have 6.5 inch wrists, and this is a 40 millimeter case, and you can see I can just barely pull this off. I think it's because this lug to lug is so compact. I believe it's under 48 millimeters lug to lug. The one thing that did worry me about this in the pictures are just how sharp looking these lugs are. I mean, you can see it just comes right down to an angle, and I mean, it looks nice, but I wish I kind of maybe rounded this out a little bit more. Let's see, let's grab my Samurai here. Yeah, you know, you can see that the lugs just kind of, it looks like it's just unfinished in a way, where they could have just rounded this little, you know, point out. But well, I got the Samurai in my hand. This is a almost near 44 mil for the Samurai to the 42 of the Hull Riviera. You see a bit of a size difference there. I can barely manage to get the Samurai to work on my wrist. As you all know, again, 6.5 inch wrist. So barely. Luckily, the lugs taper down a good chunk, except that I still look like I'm wearing, as someone mentioned on one of my previous videos, a wall clock on my wrist. Absolutely hilarious. I told him I was going for a little Flavor Flav look there, but this looks absolutely stunning with the blue dial. Just love it. And you know, I got the Blue Lagoon special edition for the Samurai, and I just, you know, love blue dial watches. The one thing I like more on the Spinnaker is the fact that the bezel is nice and clean, nice and sterile, whereas, you know, obviously being a diver's watch for the Samurai, you got the minutes marks on the bezel, but really nice blue dials on these. Just for another size comparison, I'll bring in the Invicta Pro Diver 8926, I believe, OB. So this is more my size, the Invicta, which is a 40 millimeter. I tend to do 40 and below, but you know, this whole Riviera is so beautiful, I couldn't pass up the chance to, you know, pick it up. And of course, the pricing is really nice. But yeah, just, difference-wise, doesn't look like there's too much of a difference, but I can definitely feel it when it's on my wrist, and plus the kind of Panerai cushion-shaped case, makes it look like it's larger than what it is, but definitely doesn't wear as large as I thought it would. And this is the Tissot Viso date, which I believe is a 38-39 millimeter. I believe it's a 38 millimeter, but you can see just a massive difference in terms of size. And of course, the Tissot fits my wrist a lot better. But the whole Riviera is quite a sporty looking watch, and I've always wanted kind of a Panerai inspired looking watch, and I think this one fits the bill. Literally, the watch is nicely priced. It has a good movement in it. I mean, probably not the best movement, some would argue, but a very workhorse of a movement. So I'm quite happy with it. So I got the bracelet apart to show you the movement, and just as a side note, the bracelet does come with 3 micro adjust positions on here. Get an optimal fit. And here's the movement. So one thing I didn't really truly like was the fact that the movement is obscured by this sail. I don't know what you call this is sail that's been etched into this into the display back here. But otherwise, I kind of wish they didn't do that, so you can see the actual movement clean. But hey, whatever. There you go. There's the rotor. Water resistant up to 100 meters. SP-5073 automatic movement. All stainless steel. Okay. So, and you can see that it is solid end links. Okay, so I'm back. I've got this sized. It took a little bit to get this sized up for me, simply because I have such small wrists. Again, 6.5. But just to give you an idea of what this looks like, and I do like to wear my watches a little loose. So this is it, all sized up. It looks quite nice. I'm probably going to move this micro adjust over a little bit, but I think it absolutely looks stunning. I haven't set the time yet, so this is not accurate, but I am really liking this bracelet. It's a little rattly, I have to admit, but while I was sizing it up, I want to say that there's a little bit of like rough edges. Like I can feel right here, there's a little sharp edge right where this end link is. And same with this side. However, this side is terrible, actually. It's a very sharp edge right there. And it just really, it's completely sharp. Let's see how close I can get. You can see right there. Like when I rub my fingers over it, I may return it, but I don't know. It's just during these times, I hate to just go to the post office and start returning stuff. I may just fall it down a little bit, or what I could do, of course, is to pop this onto a nice leather strap. Now, if you remember from my previous video of my Citizen watch, when I unboxed the strap, I got a used strap. So clearly, I'm not really getting lucky these days in terms of buying anything online. But let's try that again. Okay, so here it is. Here's the color combination. Looks really good, I think. I could probably really wear this. Got a nice kind of utilitarian tool style to it. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and give this a try, wear it, see what I think about it, and then come back and report my findings. My previous one with my Seiko Citizen Chandler. It's still way too early in the morning, apparently. Citizen Chandler, and I'll come back and report on that as well. If you guys have any comments, questions, whatnot, just leave it below. Aside from that, take care, have a nice day, everybody be safe, and I'll talk to you guys later.